Joining us on the programme is Captain Tom's great nephew, Tarrant Ablett. Tarrant, great to see you.
How are you?
I'm very well, and I was going to ask exactly the same question of you. I mean, this must be an incredibly sad day for you and the rest of the family, but sadness tinged with an incredible amount of pride, I suspect.
Absolutely. I mean, let's not get away from it. Captain Tom Moore has touched the heart of the nation, and he's done so much in such a short period of time and such a long period of time as well. I mean, I feel honoured to be his great grandson in terms of everything that he's achieved and everything that he's done, not only in the last year, but in his lifetime, which has been phenomenal. I think, you know, some standout memories is not only raising and the determination never to give up when raising that much money for the charities, but then everything that's happened this year has just been mind-blowingly awesome, really.
Take us all the way back then to first lockdown last year. I don't want to dwell on it. I'm sure you don't want to dwell on it either. But the gestation of an idea that ultimately ended up raising tens of millions of pounds came from the man's walk round his garden.
Well, this is it. I mean, it's such a, you know, at a time when I think the nation really needed something as a little bit of a pick-me-up and a good news story. It started as a joke with his immediate family of, you know, maybe they could get to 100 laps and, you know, raise £100, and then it came to £1,000. And then the nation just latched onto it. And I think they needed to see and experience, you know, a little bit of hope. And then, you know, the money kept on rolling in, and there's glimpses of what Tom was like as a person. And it's really important to say that everything that you've seen on television, everything that you've seen on the interviews that he's done is Tom. It is the Tom I know and love. It just hasn't changed at all. And such a humble and inspiring, I think sometimes the word legend or national hero is kind of, or national treasure is sometimes overused. But in this case, it really has, you know, touched the nation, inspired the nation. What it's also done, you know, from quite a small beginning, is inspired other people to do their own challenges, inspired people to raise money for the NHS. I think it was 38 million that the total actually came in the end, which is just a huge, huge achievement in itself. Not to mention the, you know, #1 with Michael Ball and England, you know, meeting Lewis Hamilton, a knighthood, meeting the Queen, which I think was probably his biggest honour, and actually having that one-to-one 5 minutes with socially distanced, of course, with the Queen, I think was a huge honour for him.
It was clearly a life well lived. I do wonder, though, how did he cope with being thrust into the spotlight, you know, at incredible pace? He went from enjoying retirement to being a media figure fated around the world very, very quickly. I wonder if at time it might even have been something of an inconvenience, but it strikes me that this, of all men, was one with a sense of duty, and he felt that it was his duty to carry on in the path that he'd begun.
Yeah, absolutely. Just to answer your question, I think, you know, when we spoke in August, I think it was, I think I said he was probably the most famous man in the world. You know, rubbing shoulders with David Beckham, but he would never have seen that as, he would have seen that as, you know, something that, oh, that's nice, you know, that's good, as long as we're doing the right thing. And I think that's where your comment is spot on in terms of the duty behind it, and the caringness and the embedded, you know, raison d'etre that says we must go on. You know, everyone needs a bit of a cheer up, everyone needs something to inspire them, and, you know, if I can play a little part, then I'm pleased with that. I'm really pleased with that. And, you know, everything's fantastic. You know, the Spitfires going over the flybys. You know, I don't think you could have wished for a most amazing end of life to the end of the year for, you know, that last year.
I think I agree. Well, Tarrant, look, on behalf of all of us here, we're honestly very sorry for your loss, but thanks for coming on once again and sharing your memories of, I think, what by common consent is a great man indeed. Tarrant, thanks again.
Thank you, Neil. Really appreciate it. And can I also just say very quickly, thank you for everyone to reaching out for me and the family on social media. My Instagram's gone absolutely nuts. Thank you for everyone for caring. And you know, Lee, I knew Tom for all my life, and I'm just pleased to have shared him with the nation, and hope it's actually picked people up. So thank you all, and stay strong, and remember, tomorrow will be better.
Wise words, Tarrant. Thanks again.